Hi guys, my name is Patrick Cooper, and I'm going to inform you guys not on the game of football, but the rules and regulations of football. Who doesn't like football? It's said to be America's pastime. When it comes to football, it is the only sport that is strictly American when it comes to professional sports. Football is all over your TV, in your commercials, in your magazines, everywhere on billboards, you name it. If you've never heard of football, then I'm doing this for you. And if you're a fake fan, then I'm doing this for you. I've been to a bunch of football games lately where there were a lot of fans that didn't really know what was going on and would just scream when other fans would scream or just be lost the whole time. So I want to fix you guys' this problem. And I guess you guys ask, well, I'm also credible to inform you guys about this speech. Well, I played football 12 years out of 19 years of my life. And watching ESPN daily, on SportsCenter daily, watching football games whenever possible. So I think that makes me a well qualified candidate. But by the end of this speech, I would just like for you guys to be informed on the game of football a little more than you already do, and just like the basic fundamentals of football for your own enjoyment. And so people like me won't be looking at you funny the whole time throughout the game. Alright, let's start off with the basics. Every football field is 100 yards, and then it's 53 yards, 100 yards long and 53 yards wide. And each side of the width is out of bounds, and each side long. This is the touchdowns. A touchdown is worth 6 points, and then you have the opportunity to score that extra 1 point after the touchdown. And then there's a field goal, which is 3 points. And usually teams kick field goals if they get far enough up the field, but not to make a touchdown, but they got far enough up the field to kick a field goal, so they get 3 points. And then there's the extra rare 2 points, which is a safety. This is when defenses sack the quarterback into their own end zone, which gives up 2 points. And not only that, you have to kick the ball off back to that defense, which is like a double negative. To start the game, a team kicks the football to the opposing team after catching the ball. The player has an opportunity to advance the ball as far as possible before being tackled, ultimately scoring a touchdown. It was to say this player is tackled. Wherever the player is tackled is where that team starts with the ball. From here, we have a goal of gaining 10 yards and 4 tries with some setbacks like penalties and, of course, the other team's defense. If you get the 10 yards, then you get to continue trying to score a touchdown. But if you don't get the first down, you surrender the ball to the opposing team. From there, the other team goes the opposite end zone in hopes of scoring just the same as that previous team that had the ball. Now that I got done with the basics, let's get down to the NFL season. The NFL season starts with preseason. Preseason is right before, no, I'm sorry. The NFL season starts with training camp. Training camp is right before preseason and the regular season. Training camp is a time where new players and coaches, to accumulate themselves with new systems, new teammates, and the hot weather coming in for the summer season. Young players try to prove themselves, and veterans try to sharpen their skills, and just hope the veterans try to make the team as well as everybody else, but they have a better chance because obviously they've been there for a while. After training camp is preseason, and preseason teams are just scrimmaging other teams to see what they need to work out to iron out their kinks and just to see who can make the team. Because at the beginning of preseason, I think there's like 115 players, but by the end of preseason, you have to cut your roster down to, I think, 60 players. After preseason plays out comes the regular season, and this is where all the players are on the money. This is where it really matters. This is where the teams, they duke it out in hopes of getting to the playoffs, in hopes of getting to that ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. And then go Texans, by the way. I hope the Texans win the Super Bowl. Yeah, but after that, the majority of each week's games are played on Sundays. But there are some exceptions, which is Monday Night Football, which one team plays that night, or maybe even two sometimes that night. And then there's Thursday Night Football and Saturday Night Football. Each night there's one team plays, but most of the games are played on Sundays, where bunches of teams play. And that pretty much sums up my speech. Hopefully you know a little bit more than you already knew. And for you fake fans, hopefully you learned a little bit. So the next time you go to a sports bar or wherever you're gonna go to watch a game, you know a little bit. By the way, go Texans. We do this. I'm out.